What's up everyone, it's TV, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a zip line on your island that actually works in loops. So what I mean by loops is you can actually go down and back up and start from where you started, so you're not stuck in like just kind of going all the way down. So it's actually going to be really cool. If you haven't seen zip lines before, Mayrish Art was actually the first one to ever show the zip line on his channel. So I will actually link his original video in the description. So if you want to check out some OG video footage of old school islands, definitely check that video out. Mayrish is an awesome content creator. Good friend too. I've known him for years, but he doesn't actually play islands anymore. So I actually tried to pull him in to do a really fun video, but he didn't do it. He didn't go for it. So anyway, before I begin though, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like. We're at like 181,000 subscribers and man, only 19,000 to go. So we're getting really close to the 200,000 mark. It's crazy. So if you haven't subbed yet, really appreciate all the support you can give. Okay, so we're going to come over here. So ideally what we could do is we could do it on the spawn, but we're going to actually build our tower right here. And we're going to build the initial tower out of glass just because it's a little bit more appealing and it's actually easier for us to actually build. So whenever you're going up, don't just try to, if you're on PC, you don't actually have to like click. Just get your auto clicker out, go into first person mode, turn your auto clicker on and just jump. And you see, I'm not clicking at all. It's just auto clicking all the way up. So you can go as high as you want. We're just going to go to about right. I'd say about right here is good. So after this, I'm actually going to use grass just because it's going to be a little easier for you to be able to see what we're building. But how we're going to do is we're going to create a little platform right, and then let's just drop down. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this little obby flag here, the start flag, and we're going to put this right under this, right? So we're going to put the start flag right under here, and we're going to make it so we can actually touch it while it's under here. And you could actually take out a second block if it's kind of a hard, thing to get into here. You can take that second block out. So we're going to keep that obby flag going just in case we keep falling or something. We could just kind of teleport back to the top. So we're going to build 2 levels here. And the reason why we're going to do 2 levels, some people do different types of designs. I like this design better than some of the others I've seen. It's more consistent for the zip line to actually work. So pretty much you're going to put a little platform here, almost like a diving board, right? So it's just, you could do like maybe 3 or 4 blocks. And then what you're going to do is you're going to build up a couple blocks like this, something like that. It's pretty good. Actually, let's go about here. Let's go 3 blocks up. We're going to build outwards like that. So pretty much just get rid of these because we do need the ability to like walk under it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually build up like this. So we're going to create a little T. It's almost like a U shape, right? Something like that. You can get rid of these sides here. And so you're going to create a little U shape here. And we're going to just build outwards like this for a bit. So this is basically like your runway, right? So your initial runway, how it's going to work is we're going to actually be throwing our fishing rod through here and we're going to be able to glide through the map. So we're just going to bring this down and now we can actually go downwards. So if you want to do some like fun, like down kind of stairway, so something like this, and then you kind of go down further. And you can also use stairs. Stairs are actually really good. You don't have to use stairs, but stairs just feel like smoother because you're not like, it's not like a jarring drop and it just looks better when you're coming down. Plus you get a lot of speed. So we'll actually put some stairs here in a minute. So just keep, build however you want here. It doesn't matter. However you want it. You can also do turns and we're actually going to do a loop here. So we're going to actually make this turn and we're going to go this way. We're going to make it pretty big. We don't have to be like super short with this. We'll just kind of build this out here. And you can use glass too. I'm not using glass right now because I actually want you to be able to see what we're building here, but glass is totally usable. And then we're going to make a U-turn here like this. And we're going to come back to where we started. So you're basically going to turn back here. And this is, you don't have to do it. This design, like I said, it's any technique you want to do, however you want to do it. And then we got to come back up, right? So how that's going to work. So you got to basically do something like this. So we're just going to go ahead and seal this up real quick, just in case we kind of mess up. But what we're going to do here is we're going to build downwards. So you see this entrance right here. We're pretty much going to have to make it so that when you come up here, we're going to put little walls, right? Like that. And then we're going to get rid of this piece right here. So when you actually come back, you're going to be coming back this way. And then you're going to make a left. So you can loop it this way. So you're going to see how there's like an opening here. We need to connect anything that we're doing here. We're going to use stairs for this. So we're going to use a bunch of stairs. You can also use conveyor ramps too, but they won't actually move your bobber. So you're kind of stuck in place. So there we go. So we got some stairs, right? But that's not going to work. So if you were to just do stairs like this from here, what's going to happen is the bobber is actually going to stop right here. There's too much collision here. And the only way to do it is you need to cut in one more step here and it needs to be dropped down like that. So that way what happens is the bobber comes down here and it's not getting stuck or any resistance. It's going to actually hit like that and then you can go up from there. So something like this, right? So just put some edges here. From here, what we got to do, and I'll show you this, but now the problem with this design, by the way, is if you want to come back, it's not going to work. You're going to be stuck down here. So, and you also want to probably do something like that just in case for any reason Roblox collision doesn't work. You don't want to fall through that little tiny gap there. So now what we got to do is just build this up a little bit so that you can't pop out when you're coming up. So just build up like that. And then you're just going to build these sides out. So we got to do the same thing, right? So we're going to build all these all the way across. And it's just a fun way to get around and just kind of mess around in islands. You can make all kinds of zip lines. There's lots and lots of different shops that you visit on published islands that have these. So if you see like this giant, like, you know, like rod in the sky like this, they probably have a zip line on their island. You should check it out. Now, they're not going to use my technique, I doubt, because I actually came up with this when I kept having problems with it. Like most of the designs that I've seen out there are not 100%, like they don't work 100% of the time because you're dropping off the side or something, and it just depends on where you're dropping off. Sometimes dropping off the side will actually make the bobber, you know, kind of no clip, and I didn't really like that. So this design is about like 80 to 90% of the time it'll work. So far I've like failed 1 in 10, so it's about 90% currently. All right, so let's go ahead and put the stairs in here. There we go. Let's put these in. Okay, so now we got our path. So you can see it's going to loop like this, and we're going to come down here. We're going to come back that way. So we're going to test it out real quick. And so how you're going to test it, you need a fishing rod, of course. You can make a regular fishing rod, or if you have an iron one, it works. They all work the same. So we're going to go and build this up a little bit so we can kind of see where we're going to be launching this fishing rod. Let's go ahead and launch that like that. Make sure it's in the middle there, and then drop down. Now we got it. So we're going to go down a little bit, and then you can see, depending on how you're like, you just kind of move around. Just basically WASD as if you're running. Jumping doesn't really do anything. You can see I'm jumping right now. Doesn't do anything. So when you're in fall animation, it doesn't really do that. But the little bobber inside is actually stuck on top, keeping us collided with the zipline area. So you can just kind of go around, and we're going to come back to do our loop. So you're going to see a little bump here. There we go. So you can see it's having some issues with the stairs. So what we're going to do in place of the stairs here is we're going to actually just put in the ramp. So let's go put the ramp in because the stairs are causing some issues. I don't know why. They were working earlier, but we're just going to go ahead and put some ramps in. And it's the same concept here. You do have to, with this, you do have to knock it down a little bit like that to be able to go up. So the only problem is we now have to figure out like how many blocks to do. So let's see, that should be good right there. And we need to come back down here. Okay, so I need to make some more of these real quick, and we should be good. So I need to make some rods. All right, we can make a bunch of these. So we'll go and make 3 of these. Get rid of these. Hopefully we'll need more. And 1 more should actually do it. Looks like we're gonna need just 1 more. Now you could do different heights. I kind of did a lot of stairs down. That's why I'm having issues. So if you do yours, just, you know, maybe don't go so far down on yours if you want to loop it. All right, that should be good. Get rid of that block. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, we're close. We're close. Actually, I need to do one. It looks like I need to do 1 more. 1 sec. Looks like we actually do need 1 more here because it can't be actually level. It's got to be just a drop. It has to drop down. So let's see, how far do we need to go? All right, that should be good. And now we just need to put some blocks here. Let's block the sides. There we go. And then we come up. And so now we got to block the sides of this so we don't pop out. That should be good. Okay, so we got a nice conveyor ramp here. This should work fine. So let's go ahead and grab my fishing pole. Oops, I mean to do that. Grab this and do the same thing again. So we're gonna put our bobber out. We're gonna come down here. We're gonna drop down. Now we're going down. We're gonna go across. And we're going this way. Let's go back up. Now hopefully this is gonna work because it's worked before. So yep, it's working just fine. And now we looped it. So that is how you loop your zip line. Now, depending on the collision, sometimes the bobber will pop out. You know, it's just a Roblox thing. Sometimes it's just like, no, I don't want to collide, and it just pops out. So, but I've not really had any issues with this. So we're back. We're coming back up on the conveyor. There we go. So yeah, you can completely loop it. See how it just popped out though? It sometimes happens. It's just, you know, especially if you're going too fast. But that is how you make a zip line. It's pretty cool. You can also use ladders and stuff if you want. But again, you're just going to be on this little platform here. You don't have to be on this. This just helps, you know, for aiming, just so I can see. So you can kind of see the bobbers right there. And then the important thing here is to run straight under here. Like if you jump off the side, sometimes it'll just pop out with you. That is when it sometimes just doesn't work. So you got to just kind of aim it, do it again, pop off. See how it's doing it now? There we go. So again, it's like, you know, it's about 80 to 90%. Now there's another approach you could do, and that is the one where it's actually like this, right? So you have this kind of little setup here, and you use your bobber like that, and then you can just hop off. See how that popped out though? It just doesn't always work. And you look, dude, look at, oh my gosh, look at how far I launched. I've never had that happen before. What the heck? I just launched. Dude, I just completely launched out of my map. My island is so far away. Whoa, that was insane. That's just collision. That's just crazy. That's how the physics works sometimes. You see, it works most of the time though. But yeah, this is it. It's super cool. I might actually, you know, do something like this on my final island. This is just a temporary build. just for tutorial purposes, but I might actually do something like this later. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you all in the next video. Oh no, I'm going to launch again. Okay, I didn't. Peace.